everybody, Andrew Hutchins here, and I am not a licensed physician and not giving medical advice. That's why I get to wear this much cooler uniform than the licensed physicians do. And today, I'm going to go over how you can check for left ventricular hypertrophy at home with no equipment. This is something that I find very cool. There's not many things I learn that I'm like, that's cool. Yeah, I know a lot of stuff already, so it is somewhat uncommon that I learned something that is really shocking to me. I mean, not that this is shocking, it's just really cool. So let's get right to it. You don't need any equipment. On your chest, typically there's an area a little bit inner and under your nipple. I was looking at the camera. That's not where my heart is. It's on the left side. For most people, or at least most untrained people, just average people, you're going to feel your strongest heart pulse right around here. It's around your left ventricle of your heart. I don't know if you've felt this before, but all the time at night, I don't know why, when I'm laying down in bed, for whatever reason, I feel my heart beating and I decide to put my hand here, well for me, over here. But it typically would be over here. And I've always thought, just interesting, I can feel my heart really good. I never thought much of it. I know where mine is. Mine is over here. Outer of my nipple. Let me get the exact location for you. See, mine is around here. I can feel it best when I'm laying in bed at night. But yeah, mine is far to the left. That is actually a sign of left ventricular hypertrophy because your heart is like around here. So if your left ventricle grows, it goes like that. So what you can do is try to locate this, what's called the apical impulse or the apex impulse of your heart. Maybe for you it is right here. For me it's not. For me it's over here. And if yours is where most people's is, right around here, you likely do not have left ventricular hypertrophy. But the further over to the left that it is, the more likely it is that you have left ventricular hypertrophy. Now, who knows? There could be something else going on that causes you to feel it the most far to the left. But the simple reason why that would happen is that your left ventricle has grown and grown further to the left. I mean, it's on the left side to begin with, so when it grows, the left side gets bigger and pushes more to the left. I'm not a licensed physician. I'm not saying you should do this instead of going to a doctor and getting an ultrasound or looking at an EKG. I mean, ultrasound would be best. Yeah, this is a great at-home test you can do. I recommend you do it if you work out especially. Like, I already assumed I had left ventricular hypertrophy. I've done EKGs where it seemed like I probably had left ventricular hypertrophy, but I thought it looked kind of like I did. Some other people thought it looked kind of like I did. Some other people with medical degrees and licensed, thought it didn't look like I did. That's like, my spine is messed up from wrestling, and part of it is like that. Half the people with medical degrees and licenses say, oh, it goes straight down, and the other half say, oh, one of them is out to the right. I can't see my own spine too well, but who do I believe? The ones that say it's out to the right or the ones that say it's straight? I believe the ones that say it's out to the right, considering that I can feel my back messed up and it feels like something is bulging out to the right, and some of them are like extremely obvious that it's not where it should be, because if you go down my spine, you don't even feel anything. It's way to the right. Getting off topic. But yeah, your apical impulse. People with medical degrees and licenses recommend that you lean forward. I'm not saying it's not a good idea, but for me, I feel mine the easiest when I'm laying in my bed. Just laying down at night, maybe when I turn to my left. Perhaps for me, that's because I have an enlarged left ventricle. When I turn to the left, it's even easier to feel. But I don't even need to turn to the left. When I lay on my back, I feel it very easily. But the standard recommendation is to lean forward. You already know how to do it, but I'll say a little bit more. When I was, as usual, the demonstration person in class today, the professor went to feel mine, and she's like, oh, I don't feel any apical impulse. And she's feeling around right here, and I'm like, it's over here. And then slowly but surely she goes, oh, yes, I feel it slightly. It's like, yeah, I told you, I know exactly where it is. I feel it all the time. Standard recommendation is also to push your fingers really hard. As you know, most standard recommendations aren't very intelligent. I find that a very gentle placement of the hand is ideal. Now, if you have hypertension and you're really unhealthy, perhaps you want to push harder. I think you could probably feel it without pushing, but if you want to, feel the pulse better. But me, when I'm not exercising, my heart rate is very low. My pulse, if I'm relaxed, is not very strong. So gentle touching will feel the gentle rise. If you push too hard, you don't feel that gentle rise. Now, of course, if you have a stronger pulse because you got hypertension at rest, it doesn't matter. You can push harder, you can push softer, you're going to feel it. People with medical licenses say that they can't really even feel mine. Well, it's because they're not doing it right. I should be laying down, as I know from experience, but they have learned that you should be standing up, slightly leaning over. What a surprise, they can't feel my apical impulse. So give it a try standing up, give it a try laying down. Write in the comments what works better for you. I don't doubt that it works better for most people, but I'm not most people. In fact, for some medical demonstrations, I can't even be used because I am too extraordinary. Not ordinary, not normal, and therefore not ideal for medical demonstrations about normal people. Yeah, I think this is really cool. For me, it confirmed that I have left ventricular hypertrophy. I've been meaning to get an ultrasound, but I just haven't gotten one. I do so much other stuff that I haven't gotten around to the ultrasound. I need to do an ultrasound, though, because I want to see if I have calcium deposits in my heart. Hopefully I don't, but I need to do that. I also need to get to the hyperbaric oxygen chamber because I want to enhance my healing. I also need to get to a chiropractor because I need to fix my back. So, as you see, I got lots of different medical things that I'm trying to do. Got a great massage recently, got sick after that. Medical people will tell you that you don't get sick after a massage. There's no release of toxins. Non-licensed physicians who dress really nice will tell you. I have found in my experience that there is. So I don't care what somebody who studied some mice and did some stuff will write. And I don't even know what they write because I didn't look for it. I go by reality. Reality is when I get good massages when I need them. Now, I've noticed when I should make a different video on this topic, but when I get a massage and I don't need it, I don't tend to feel sick. But when I do need it, I get a massage, I feel sick afterwards. After my last massage, I vomited about a week ago. That's why in a couple days, I'm going to get another one while I'm still loose, while there's hopefully not too much toxic junk built up in me, so that hopefully I can get even looser and not get sick, hopefully. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It costs you nothing, and maybe it can help me out someday. I really want to buy more suits. I'm just kidding. I don't. That's not what I'm going to spend my money on. I'm going to spend it on important things. I didn't even have to buy this suit. Lucky me. And check out my other videos because they can help you out too. And I've been meaning to make a video on why you should dress nice. Now, of course, you usually want to wear a shirt underneath your suit. But you could give it a try without one. I'm just joking. But really, please subscribe, like, and comment. I make a lot of videos, I get a lot of views, but I don't have 1,000 subscribers, so I make no money from it. And I need money just like anybody else to live.